Hi, my name is Joanne Thomason. I'm a junior at IU Bloomington, and I will be making vegetable and chicken spring rolls for you guys. The first thing that you would want to do is, if the spring roll pastries are frozen, you want to thaw them out at room temperature, but not for too long, because if they become soft, then when you pull them apart, they'll all just break together, and you want to pull them each individually off. The second thing you'd want to do is take the bean curd noodles, and you want to soak them in a tub of warm water or hot water. It's just whichever will allow it to become soft fastest. So while the bean curd noodles are soaking, you want to rinse off all your vegetables and slice up the cabbage, carrots, and onions, and then you want to dice the chicken. You want to dice it so that it's small, because you want the spring rolls to be small, not egg rolls, because egg rolls are big. Now that we've chopped up all the vegetables, we want to go and cook the chicken on the skillet. We just want to cook it on a medium-high, and we don't want it to cook all the way through, because when we fry it later, it's gonna cook by itself with the vegetables. We just want it to get a light golden brown consistency. Okay, once you've been cooking the chicken for about 10 minutes on medium-high, you know it's finished as soon as it's no longer pink. You want to make sure that it's the consistency of ground chicken so that it doesn't take as long in the deep fryer to cook. Okay, after the chicken's done cooking, we want to strain out the bean curd noodles that have been soaking in the water. So bring it over the sink and just put it in the strainer. Make sure the strainer the holes in them aren't too big, because you don't want the noodles to fall out, because these noodles are really thin. After it's done straining out, you just want to pat down all the water, because you don't want the water to come back up while you're frying it. And after that, you just put the noodles on a plate or in a bowl. Okay. Leave the strainer here, and you bring the noodles back over here with the vegetables and the chicken. After, you want to mix the vegetables, the chicken, and the onions with the oyster sauce in a large bowl. Put the chicken in first, and then you put in the onions, the carrots, and the cabbage. You don't have to put in all the cabbage, because that may be a bit much, so just do a handful and then just keep going with that. You pour in around 2 large tablespoons of oyster sauce, or just by looking at it how much you want. You don't really have to put any salt or pepper in this, because the oyster sauce is already going to be really salty. You just want to mix it all together by hand or with salad tongs or something like that. And it should all just mix together really well, so that you know, the orange and the greens and the white of the onions and the chicken just mix together so it's all even, because you don't want an area with too much vegetables or too much chicken in it. Okay, after you've mixed in the oyster sauce with the vegetables and the chicken, you just want to add in the noodles. Not too much, just about, you want to start with a couple handfuls, mix it in, and then after you mix it in with the vegetables and the chicken, you just want to see how much more noodles you want. It's really by choice. Probably like another handful would be good with the mixture. Now that all your ingredients are mixed together, you want to get 1 egg, break it, and just put it in a bowl. After that, you're gonna just beat it really fast so that the yolk breaks and mixes with the white. You need this egg because it's gonna act as an adhesive or a glue to hold the spring roll together. So after that, you just wanna dip your fingers in the egg noodle and you just wanna put it around the edge of the spring roll. Not too much, just until it gets kind of clear, like right here, a little transparent. And you just want to put it on the entire perimeter so that it sticks together. After you're done lining the perimeter of the spring roll sheet with eggs, you just grab a spoon and get a spoonful of the mixture of the vegetables, chicken and noodles, and you just put it right here. And if you'd like, you could always add a little more, but less is better so that it doesn't become too big of a spring roll. And after that, you just fold, you just put it all together nicely like that, and then you get this corner, pull it over, it'll stick. The outer edge will stick here, and then you just tuck it in right there, trying to make sure the ingredients don't spill out. Once it becomes a nice shape like that, you just roll it a little, and then you get the right corner, pull it over, the left corner, pull it over, and just keep rolling. And if you think you need more eggs, just put it right here so it doesn't fall apart, just to be safe. And you have a spring roll. After you're done rolling up your spring rolls, you want to bring it over to the deep fryer. You just want to lay it down so that none of them are overlapping. You just place them down like this. And after your deep fryers and the oil in there is hot enough, you just place it in. And you just let it cook in there until all the spring rolls in there become golden brown, which will be a minute or two depending on how thick they are. It's been a few minutes now, so the spring rolls should be finished, and they should be just golden brown. Place them so that the oil strains, and you just want to take each one out individually and place them on a plate with a towel over it, which will absorb the oil. So this is the finished recipe. This is the spring roll that includes cabbage, carrots, chicken, onions, and the bean curd noodles. The spring rolls are about 410 calories a piece, and I got this recipe from my mom, and I hope that it tastes as good as my mom's egg rolls. Thank you.